This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. First round eliminations. We're going to bring the quick 8 trucks out first. We got Dandridge Allen pulling up in the right lane out of Champlain, Virginia, dialed a 489. Michael Smith out of Gloucester in the left lane, he is dialed a 533. All right, I know Allen, he made 2 time runs at 490. Looks like he got it down a little bit. This should be Michael Smith's race to lose. And he does take the win. Michael Smith, he had an 032 reaction. That gave him the advantage. He goes 533 with a 7 on a 533. Dandridge Allen goes 487 with a 7 on an 89. He breaks out. Nice reaction time from Michael Smith. All right, second pair, quick 8. Will Thomas pulled up in the left lane, down to 530. Thomas Carneal driving the S10 today, dialed a 477. Both reaction times fairly even. I'm not exactly sure what happened with Carneal. Looked like he was pedaling or whatever about half track. Anyway, Thomas takes the win, 539 on a 530. All right, unfortunately, 2 friends running each other. This is how the pairing worked. Bubba Peel, right lane, out of 539. Herman Fogg in the left, out of 520. Big block forward in the right. And Herman's FE motor in the left. Everybody knows Herman doesn't exactly tell the truth about the engine size. He claims it's a 390 underneath the hood, but we all know that is not the truth. Definitely an FE. I'm thinking it's a 427 out of Thunderbolt. Oh, that race should be over for Bubba. Let's see if he can hold it on. Yes, he can. Bubba was 0-0-1 on the tree. He goes 544 on a 539. Unfortunately, that reaction time basically made Herman break out. So Bubba Peel with that awesome reaction time, he is moving on to second round. Jamie Tigner gets the bye run because our number 1 competition bye, because Bradley O'Beer's Anglia was broke. So Jamie would have normally ran the number 1 qualifier, but he's broke, so he gets a competition bye first round. And he goes 007 reaction time, so he wasted a good reaction time. Unfortunately, nobody's in the other lane to beat, but he goes 538 on a 533 dial. And that will complete first round quick 8. And we'll do a little track maintenance, and we'll go into first round of the bracket class in just a second. We've already got their trucks in the staging lanes now. This live broadcast, if you're on YouTube sitting at home watching or at the track or whatever, is brought to you by Dixon's Auto Repair. So thanks to Jeremy Dixon with Dixon's Auto Repair and Dart Towing for bringing this live broadcast. Hopefully this works out pretty good. It's kind of exciting knowing that other people are watching other than who's here. So thank everybody for coming today that is here. I know that it's Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people have trips and vacations and people at the river and things like that. So the people did come today to watch. Thank y'all for coming. We will get to first round of the bracket class all lined up here in just a second. Y'all bear with us for a moment. All right, while we're doing a little track maintenance here, first round of the bracket class is getting ready to come down. We're getting them all straight in the tower and getting the dial-ins and everything straight now. But just got the piece of paper, so second round of the quick 8. We'll call y'all in a little bit, but it's going to be Jamie Tickner versus Michael Smith and Will Thomas versus Bubba Peel. So those will be the second round pairings for quick 8. Jamie Tickner versus Michael Smith and Will Thomas versus Bubba Peel. So that'll be your second round pairing when we get to y'all in just a second. So just go ahead and let y'all know who you're riding. And just a reminder, concession stand is open. Concession stand is open behind the tower behind the boards. Good cheeseburger, barbecue, things like that. So if you get a chance going over there and grab some food, concession stand is open. All right, we got first round of the bracket class getting ready to come down at you. Kind of looking at the computer screen up here in the tower, looking at what y'all are looking at home. Pretty neat, like I said, when the drone's flying over, y'all wave. I see y'all waving and things like that out there. But go on there and comment, even if you're at the track or whatever. Give us some comments and stuff on the YouTube channel and the little link, and let us know how we're doing. Let us know anything. Like turn the volume up, turn it down. Y'all comment, let me know how we're doing up here. But glad y'all can make it out here, and it's pretty cool that we're live on YouTube right now, so people, even if they're not here, they're at home watching. But anyway, first round of the normal bracket class is getting ready to come out of the staging lanes here in just a second.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations.
All right, here we go. First round of the bracket class. Right lane, Lewis Bailey out of Waverly, Virginia. He is down to 5:45. Kevin Mundy driving Mr. Hammond's truck. Dialed a 5:72. Lewis Bailey was our number 9th qualifier. He almost got into the quick 80, barely got bumped out. Here we go in the bracket class. Both reaction times are fairly equal. Oh, Mundy takes the win. He goes 5:74 on a 5:72. Bailey was 5:49 on a 5:45. Mundy moving on to second round. All right, we got a little hold up in action down here. Normally we'd be making a second pair, but we got, looks like Michael Shinneberry down here in the staging lanes in his little truck is got a jump box on and trying to get it fired. So just hold tight. He's trying to get it fired. Oh, I hear some noise down there. Might have got it fired. Now, normally if he wouldn't have got his truck started, since the pairings have already been made, that would have been a competition buy for the other gentleman, but looks like Shinneberry has gotten his truck started. So, all right, here we go. Second pair of the bracket class coming at you right now. All right, so Michael Shinneberry pulled up in the right lane out of Spring Grove, Virginia in his GMC. He is out of 580. And he has been doing pretty good on the tree during time runs, so let's see if he can continue that here first round. Jacob Love in the left lane in the Jeep out of 748. So Jacob is going to get about a 2-second head start, and Michael's got to go run him down. Here we go. Oh, it's already over. Jacob Love turns the red light on. So Shinneberry's got an automatic win, and he didn't see it. He's down there lifting. So he goes 578 on an 80. He would have broke out, but Love turns the red light on. So Michael Shinneberry gets the win and going on to second round. All right, here we go. Randall Burchett in the right lane. Looks like he's dialed a 659. Kristen Fogg dialed a 602 in the left. Oh, Kristen's got a nice reaction time in the left lane. Let's see if she can keep it going down the track. And yes, she can. She goes 608 on a 602. She was 038 on the tree. Randall Burchett was 659 on a 659. He read down on his dial, but he was 179 on the tree. So reaction time definitely won that race for Kristen. She's moving on. Also, while I got y'all out here, when y'all pull up the stage, look at the scoreboards at the end of the track. Definitely make sure that the dial-in is correct. We want to make sure that we have got the correct dial-in. If you stage and the dial-in is wrong, it's your fault. But if you catch it, we can back up and we'll get you straight. All right, Adam Taylor in the right lane, 582. Randall Dow in the left, 583. Pretty much a heads-up race. Taylor takes the win, double breakout. He went 578 on a 582. Dow went 571 on an 83, so he definitely broke out worst. So in bracket racing, it's either worst or first. And because Dow broke out the most, Taylor takes the win. All right, Nelson Lane in the left in the red Dodge out of 632. Victoria Bailey down here out of Waverly, Virginia, down to 585. She is normally really tough in the bracket racing down here. She's really tough. Got to watch her go round. Looks like Lane should have the reaction time advantage going down the track. And yes, he does hold on and takes the win. He goes 6:40 on a 6:32. Bailey was 5:85 on a 5:85, dead on the dial, but her reaction time wasn't very great. Very good, so Lane takes the win. All right, we'll do a little track maintenance here real quick before we continue with first round for everybody. But yeah, so so let me get y'all's attention real quick. The guys coming down in the staging lanes, when you write your dial-ins on your window, make sure that they are very easy to read and dark, so the lovely lady in the tower up here can read y'all's numbers. She's only 20 feet away from y'all, and she's got binoculars on looking down at y'all's dial. It's kind of funny to watch, but make sure that your dial-ins on the window are easy to read. We want to make sure that
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
Yep.
All right, here we go. A little track maintenance over with. Getting back in the first round of bracket class down here. All right, Francis Thomas pulling up in the left lane in the Jeep out of Sanson, Virginia. He's dialed a 552. Ashton Cecil out of Waverly, dialed a 648 in the Dodge. Francis has got a little bit of nitrous on that Jeep Cherokee. Sometimes you'll see the little purge action before he stages. There's the nitrous for Francis. Here we go. Both of them bumping in, staging. Oh, Ashton turns the red light on. Very, very close. Thomas takes the win. 557 on a 52 dial. He was 053 on the tree. Ashton was only negative 002 red. He was very close to going perfect. Thomas taking the win, moving on to second round. Here we go. Eric Bailey pulling up in the right lane. He is dialed a 610. Carson Allen in the left, dialed a 555. Eric Bailey was our last year's street truck track champion. Blackwater Motorsports, they're out of Waverly. All of those guys are usually really, really tough down here bracket racing. And he also won the event last month down here in bracket racing. So Eric is very tough. And as I say that, he turns the red light on. He was 008 red for Eric. Carson takes the win, 568 on a 555. He was 032 on the tree, so that would have been really tough. But we do have re-entry, we do have buybacks, and I believe if my memory serves me correct, Eric lost first round last event, and he bought back and went on to win the whole entire event. So you know, he's got a chance still. All right, Brian Long is taking the bye first round. Whoever has the best reaction time previous round or previous time run earns the bye, and he got that with a 005. All right, so this is their last pass for first time running the bracket class. Brian Long has had a 609 dial. He went 606. So he is automatically going on to second round. Now, once you get the bye and you take it like he just did, he had a single, you cannot get the bye again the rest of the event. So even if he has the best reaction time, you cannot receive the bye twice in the same event. So we'll do a little track maintenance, and we'll call second round of the quick 8 down to the staging lanes here in just a second, and we'll get on with that. So y'all just hold tight for a moment. Thank all y'all for tuning in and watching, and thank y'all for coming.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
All right, at this time, attention in the pits. At this time, I need my quick 8 winners. Jamie Tigner, Michael Smith, Will Thomas, and Bubba Peel. I need y'all to lanes 1 and 2. Y'all come over to lanes 1 and 2. Y'all know the pairings, so if you can come over here and get paired up, that would be helpful, but Willard and Jonathan will be over there getting y'all straight. So Jamie Tigner, Michael Smith, Will Thomas, and Bubba Peel, y'all come over to lanes 1 and 2, the quick 8 winners. So I need y'all over there. And also at this time, I need re-entry buybacks to lanes 3 and 4. And just also the quick 8 guys that lost first round. If y'all want to re-entry, this is your call as well. So re-entry, I need y'all in lanes 3 and 4. Anybody that lost first round in either quick 8 or the bracket class, y'all can re-entry buyback. Y'all come to lanes 3 and 4 now. Willard and Jonathan will get y'all straight. Thank y'all. All right, well, Willard and Jonathan are getting all the winners from the quick 8 up in the staging lanes. They're getting them all paired up. We'll have them here coming down in just a second. Also, re-entry, second call, re-entry, anybody that lost first round in the bracket class or anybody that lost first round in the quick 8, y'all can come on over and buy back lanes 3 and 4. And again, thank all y'all for coming today. I know it's Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people are on the river and things like that, but thank all y'all for coming down here. And again, people that are at home watching on our YouTube channel, thank all y'all for watching. And again, thanks to Dixon's Automotive and Jeremy Dixon over there. Thank y'all. Thank you for supplying and helping us with the live display here. Dart Towing, thank y'all for helping us out with the live broadcast. And everybody at home, if you're watching at home, comment. Subscribe, share, so your friends can see it. But yeah, definitely leave some comments. Let us know how we're doing. Hopefully I don't sound like a bunch of idiots up here, but thank all y'all for watching, and we'll get to second round for the quick 8 and second round of bracket class. Oh, I'm sorry, the re-entry round in just a second. So we'll get back to racing in just a moment. All right, so I need my winners. I need first round winners from bracket class. First round winners of the bracket class come to lanes 1 and 2. So I need second round of the bracket class to come to lanes 1 and 2, please. Y'all come on over. First round winners of bracket class, lanes 1 and 2. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Second round of the quick 8, getting ready to come out of the staging lanes here. They're down here getting all paired up in the dial-ins in the tower straight right now. But we are about to see, let's see here, who we got going on. We got Jamie Tigner. Michael Smith will be your first pair. And we got Will Thomas and Bubba Peel will be your second pair. We got 4 trucks left. It's quick 8. The winners of these 2 pairs obviously will go to the final. And then the winner of the quick 8, whoever it may be, gets to go over to the bracket class and continue on. So somebody might get a chance to win in 2 payouts today. But here we go. Jamie Tigner, right lane, dialed a 538. Jamie Tigner is currently your number 7th holder on the list. He's number 7 spot holder when we run down here on Friday nights. Michael Smith, left lane, dialed a 533. Oh, Smith turns the red light on. He was 003 red. Very close. Jamie Tigner turns the wind light on. He goes 538 with a 5 on a 538 with an 059 light. That was a very, very good pass for Mr. Tigner. He is going on to the final of the quick 8. All right, Will Thomas in the right lane. He is dialed a 520. Looks like he's dialing that thing down. Looks like he's expecting it to pick up. Bubba Peel, left lane. He is dialed a 538. One of these 2 trucks is going to go see Jamie Tigner in the final. Oh, Peel turns the red light on. Bubba goes 024 red, unfortunately. Thomas takes the win, and he broke out. He saw it picking up. 513 on a 520. Broke out big time, but unfortunately Peel turns the red light on. So it will be Will Thomas and Jamie Tigner will be in the final of your quick 8. We'll be seeing them come back here in a little bit. All right, we're getting ready to get into second round of the bracket class. They'll be coming down the staging lanes here shortly. Just one moment. All right, everybody, we're going to get the second round. Second round in just a second. We get there, getting them all straight and finishing up some track maintenance here. Second round will be coming out of the staging lanes in just a second. He missed it. All right. All right, look at, let's see, we got Taylor here in the green Dodge. Y'all can see at home, looking on our live broadcast. Look like you got some really cool passengers enjoying some bracket racing. Y'all see the girl sitting in the passenger seat enjoying some bracket racing as well. All right, here we go. Second round bracket class with these trucks. Adam Taylor out of Walkerton, Virginia, in the right lane, dialed a 577. Nelson Lane in the red Dodge. He is dialed a 632. Red light, left lane. Nelson goes 010 red in the left. Adam Taylor takes the win. He was 574 on a 577. Taylor moving on to third round. All right, here we go. Michael Shinneberry pulling up in the right lane. He's dialed a 570. Kristen Fogg in the left dialed a 602. Kristen is new to bracket racing. She's only done one event. So far, she has shown she is pretty darn good at this. Let's see what she does here, second round. Here we go. Oh, this should be Kristen's race. Let's see if she can hold on to it going down track. On the brakes hard. And yes, she takes the win. 606. On a 602. She was 039 on the tree. Shinneberry was 578 on a 70. Kristen moving on to third round. All right, here we go. Brian Longest out of Newtown pulling up in the Dodge in the right lane, dialed a 609. Kevin Mundy, left lane, dialed a 572. Mr. Hammond's truck is always really tough. Let's see how Mundy drives it today. Oh, double red light. Mundy takes the win. Basically, at that time, what it is, it's worst or first. So Brian Longest left first. He turns the red light on. So automatically, at that point, Kevin Mundy takes the win. So even though he went red also, worst or first. So Brian Longest going red first gave the win to Mundy. So Mundy moving on to third round. All right, Randall Burchett pulling up in the right lane, dialed a 659. Francis Thomas in the Jeep, dialed a 550. The nitrous-assisted Jeep Cherokee for Francis is always really, really tough down here bracket racing. We usually see him win some races down here. Oh, unfortunately not today. Thomas goes red. And he hands the win over to Randall Burchett. Randall goes 663 on a 59 dial. And like I said, Thomas turns the red light on. He was 010 red. So Burchett moving on to third round. We'll do a little track maintenance. We do more track maintenance on bracket race nights or days. We try to give a consistent track to our competitors, so it stays pretty consistent so they know what to dial. So, all right, so anyway, we're doing a little track maintenance, and we'll get back to second round here in just a second.
This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
So go ahead and let y'all know, we definitely will probably have plenty of time for a gambler's race this evening. So even if you got knocked out or whatever, we will be running the gambler's race. So we'll be announcing all that later on, but we will be running the gambler's race like we normally do this evening after the main event. So stay tuned for that. And anybody that's looking to get in the gambler's race that is not a part of our main event, the main bracket race, when it comes time for the gambler's race, if you want to get in and have not ran at all today and you would like to get one time run in, we will allow you to do that. So any new racers looking to get in the gambler's race will give you a time run, just one, before that event starts. But we'll be talking about that and announcing that later. So thank y'all. Just hold tight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Continuing on second round action bracket class. Two tough competitors pulling out of the staging lanes here. Lewis Bailey in the right lane out of Waverly, Virginia. He is out of 5:45 in the Dodge. Herman Fogg out of St. Stephen's, Virginia in the bad Ford left lane, out of 5:09. Herman is currently holding the number 3 spot on our street truck list. Pretty fast truck. Drives it here every single time. Doesn't believe in a trailer. Let's see what happens here. These are two tough bracket racers down here. Oh, double red light. Unfortunately, Lewis Bailey turns the red light on first. He was 5:46 on a 45, and Herman was 5:12 on an 09 dial. Bailey turned the red light on first. Herman takes the win. Herman moving on to third round. All right, Daniel Dallin pulling up. He was in our quick 8 earlier and lost, and he has bought back, and now he's in the bracket class here. He's down to 486. Randall Dow in the left lane, down to 570. Oh, Daniel should have this win. Down there hitting the brake. And yes, he does hold on. He goes 516 on a 486 dial. Dow was 586 on a 70. Reaction time advantage went to Allen on that one. All right, Thomas Carneal in the right lane out of Tappahannock, down to 477. Ashton Cecil, left lane in the Dodge, down to 648. Definitely a little bit of a head start for the left lane here. Carneal down there jamming on the brakes. Takes the win. He goes 485 on a 477. Left lane broke out. He was 646 with a 4 on a 48. So left lane broke out. Thomas Carneal in the right takes the win. All right, Jacob Love in the Jeep in the right lane is down a 747. Victoria Bailey in the left is down at 585. Oh, low goes red. Barely. Victoria Bailey's going to take the win. She was down to 585. Goes through 582. She would have broke out, but I know she was watching the wind light turn on. Low goes red. He was 024 red. So Bailey moving on to third round. That looks like that should complete second round. Oh, sorry, we got a few more. Sorry about that. I think this is the last pair. So this is the last pair for second round in the bracket class. We got Eric Bailey in the left lane in the Dodge, down to 610. And Carson Allen in the right lane, he is down a 555. See what happens here. These are two really good bracket racers that come down here quite often. Ooh, two very good reaction times as well. Let's see what they do at the finish line. Oh, Eric Bailey takes the win. He was 616 on a 610. Allen in the right lane, he goes 578 on a 55. Bailey takes the win, moving on to third round. All right, everybody, we're going to get to third round action here in just a little bit. Got a little track maintenance going on. I'll try to let the racers back there cool the trucks off a little bit. I try not to bring them back too fast. But we're going to have the final of the quick 8 bringing around here in a little bit. And we'll have third round action of the bracket class being brought down in just a minute, so y'all just hold tight. Yes, I do. All right, I need my final pair for quick 8. Final pair for quick 8. Y'all come to the lanes, please. Last 2 trucks in the quick 8, come on to the lanes. Yeah. All right, in just a couple moments, we're going to have our final of the quick 8. It's going to be Jamie Tickner and Will Thomas is our last remaining pair out of the quick 8. So we'll be running the final for them in just a second. And the winner of that can move on over to the main event, the bracket race. But we'll be having the final of the quick 8 in just a moment. Do you want me to call the winners?
Yeah, I got to figure them out, Ron. Y'all ready for the...
Yes. I would say, I can call them though, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, I need my winners of the bracket class. I need next round. I need the winners over to the staging lanes, please. Y'all come on over. Next round of the bracket class, y'all come over to the lanes, please. Willard's got to get up in the tower here and figure out who's got the bye. I'll be announcing that here in just a moment. But I need next round of the bracket class. Come on down to the lanes, please. And we're getting ready to run the final of the quick 8. Got Will Thomas and Jamie Tickner coming at you in just a moment. All right, as my next round of the bracket class is coming to the lanes, they're pulling up now. We'll get the buy run situated, get them straight. But here we go. Here is a final. This is the final in the quick 8. This is the first time we're trying this year. Seems like it's going to be pretty good. Like again, the winner of this gets a little bit of money, and he gets to move on to the main bracket event. So if he wins that or gets towards the end, he gets maybe payout twice. But Jamie Tigner, right lane, dialed a 536. Will Thomas in the left, he is dialed a 511. Tigner unfortunately turns the red light on. Thomas takes the win. Tigner was 539 on a 36 dial, 043 red. Will Thomas was 507 on a 511. He was 077 on the tree. Thomas takes the win in the quick 8. First time we've tried that down here this year. So Thomas is our first quick 8 winner. Thomas will be moving on to the bracket class. So he'll get a little bit of money and come on back and try to win some more. We'll have next round action in just a moment. We're getting the, Willard is working on getting the buy run in the computer right now to see who. Kristen Fogg, is that who we got? Kristen Fogg, the winner of the buy run. So because of her good reaction time previous round, she will have the buy run. Now if there is an odd amount, she will get the single. If it is an even amount, she will get lane choice. But Kristen Fogg, you are the winner of the buy run for this round coming up.
This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
All right, everybody, getting ready to do third round action in the practice class this evening. They're getting all the dial in straight and everything right now. We'll getting ready to pull out here and get in third round. Congratulations to Mr. Jamie Tigner for winning the quick 8. As soon as we get this round through and we call fourth round to the lanes, you'll come on over and join us as well with that. They're not going to wave at the drone while they're, I mean, these people are deep focus. It's on. I'm good. I can talk to people in the tower too at the same time. All right, here we go. Third round action. Victoria Bailey in the right lane. She's down to 580. Kevin Mundy driving Mr. Hammond's truck, I call it. Down to 569. Mr. Mundy goes red. We've had a lot of red lights this evening. Victoria Bailey takes the win. She goes 589 on a 580. And unfortunately, Kevin Mundy goes red. Bailey moving on to fourth round. All right, here we go. Next pair out. Third round. Got Mr. Herman Fogg in the left lane. Badass Ford, Delta 509. Eric Bailey. Blackwater Motorsports. In the right lane, Delta 610. About a second head start for Eric in the right. Oh! Bailey goes red. Like I said, we've had a lot of red lights today. Mr. Herman Fogg takes the win. 516 on a 509 dial. Bailey was 018 red. He had that truck dialed in. 609 on a 610 dial. Fogg moving on to the next round. All right, next pair. Adam Taylor out of Walkerton, Virginia in the Dodge, dialed a 574. Randall Burchett, dialed 660 in the left. I want to say Randall was their Gamblers Race winner last event. I can't remember. I think he was. Oh, Taylor should have it here with his reaction time. Down there hard on the brakes. And he takes the win. He goes 590 on a 574 dial. Wow, that's way off. He was 049 on the tree. Burchett was 669 on a 660. Reaction time won that race. Taylor moving on to the next round. Oh, this is kind of odd how this happened. Two of our fastest trucks on the property this evening have to be lined up side by side. All right, Dandridge Allen in the right lane, down to 486. Thomas Carneal in the left, 477. Two fast trucks, pretty much heads up almost. Oh, Allen turns the red light on. What is the deal with all the red lights today? Allen goes red. He was 488 on an 86. He was 081 red. Carneal in the left was 479 on a 477. All right, Mrs. Kristen Fogg, due to her good reaction time previous round, she earns the bye run, and she will get an automatic trip into the next round, going on the fourth round, and she is dialed a 602. I know she would love to see a 599 out of that truck. Let's see if she can get it right here. Doesn't matter what happens. She's 071 on the tree. And she goes 608 on a 602. But she is moving on to fourth round. So we'll be calling fourth round back here in a little bit. And again, Jamie Tigner, you win in the quick 8. You'll get to come over to 4th round when we do that. So I'll be calling 4th round in just a little bit. So y'all hold tight.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
All right, we'll get back to action here in the second, fourth round. My mistake, my apologies for announcing the wrong thing. Will Thomas won the quick 8. That is my fault for announcing the wrong thing. But Will Thomas will get to come over to the staging lanes here in a second when we call fourth round. And Adam Taylor, I believe you've got the bye, but I think we might have 6 trucks left, so I'm not sure if you're going to get the bye or not. But you were awarded that due to your good reaction time last round. So we'll call y'all to the lanes in just a second. All right, attention in the pits. I need fourth round winners. No, third round winners. I can't get anything right today, y'all. I'm sorry. Anyway, I need my winners to the staging lanes, please. Next round, come to the staging lanes, and also Will Thomas. Y'all come on over to the staging lanes for next round. All right, fourth round, y'all come on over to the staging lanes. Fourth round, y'all come on to the staging lanes. Also, Will Thomas, winner of the Quick 8, come on over to the staging lanes, please, for fourth round. I think we are down to 6 trucks. I believe it should be 6 trucks remaining. All right, 4th round should be coming in just a second. We should have 6 trucks, I think. 6 trucks remaining. We'll have 4th round coming to you in just a second. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are down to 6 trucks. 6 trucks left in the bracket class. Here's a good example of what Wife Sandra's been trying to do. All women's bracket race. Check this out. Victoria Bailey pulled up in the right lane, out a 580. Kristen Fogg, left lane, down to 6:02. The two remaining women running each other here. The winner goes to the semifinals. This should be a very, very good race. Both of these women are very good on this. Identical reaction time, pretty much. See what happens down here. Kristen's on the brake. Oh, Kristen takes a win. She was 6:16 on a 6:02. Victoria was 5:92 on a 5:80. Kristen Fogg going to the semifinals down to 3 trucks. And here comes her husband. Let's see if we can get Herman and Kristen in the final here. I know that'd be pretty cool. Let's see what happens. Herman Fogg, left lane, down to 5:11. Thomas Carneal driving the S10 today, down to 4:77. All right, let's see what happens here. The winner of this getting down to the semifinals as well. We'll have 3 trucks remaining here in a little bit. Oh, Herman turns the red light on. He goes 5:13 on an 11. Unfortunately, he was 0:29 on the tree red. Carneal takes the win, 4:79 on a 4:77. Carneal was 0:08 on the tree. That's tough to beat. All right, here comes Adam Taylor in the right lane, down to 5:75. And our winner of the quick 8, Mr. Will Thomas, down a 5:05. Reaction time's fairly even. Oh, Thomas takes the win. He goes 5:13 on a 5:05 dial. Taylor was 5:78 on a 5:75 dial. All right, that's it. We got 3 trucks left down to the semifinals. We'll be calling y'all over in just a little bit. All right, we've got 3 trucks remaining. We'll get into the semifinals here in just a little bit. Unofficially, I know Willer's checking the computer, but it looks like it's going to be Kristen Fogg, Will Thomas, Thomas Carneal, and I believe Thomas Carneal is going to have the bye. So it looks like to me it's going to be Will Thomas and Kristen, and the winner of that will run Thomas Carneal in the final. So we got 3 trucks remaining. We'll call y'all over to the lanes in just a minute. All right, attention in the pits before I call the next round. We will be having a gamblers race. Just to let y'all know, reminder, we will be running the gamblers race in just a little bit. And if anybody is looking to get in the gamblers race that has not made it past, we'll let y'all do one-time run. So if anybody looking to get in the gamblers race and has not made it past, you can get one-time run. Also, before we fire the engines up, Mr. Jamie Tigner. Jamie Tigner, you have money in the tower. Before you leave, Jamie Tigner, you do have some money in the tower. Will Thomas, obviously you have some money in the tower as well. So with that being said, I need my semi-finalists to the lanes, please. So Will Thomas, Kristen Fogg, and Thomas Carneal, y'all come on over to the lanes. And Mr. Carneal, you do have the bye, so you automatically got to run to the finals. So it'll be Kristen Fogg versus Will Thomas in the semifinals. Y'all come on over to the lanes now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're down to 3. Semifinals coming out of the staging lanes now. The winner of this pair right here will go see Thomas Carneal in the final. He's got a bye run automatically going to the final. We have Will Thomas, winner of our quick 8 earlier this evening, right lane, out of 5:07. Kristen Fogg in the left lane, out of 6:02. About a 1 second head start for Kristen in the left. Let's see what happens here. Oh, this race should be over. Kristen, can she hold on? hard on the brakes, and she takes it. I'm sorry. I know the tower is not supposed to have favorites. I said this last year, but yes, Kristen is going to the final. Look at that. 6:09 on a 6:02. She was 0:13 on the tree. Get it, Kristen? Going to the final against Mr. Carneal. This ought to be a good race here in a little bit. Carneal, right lane, down to 4:77. Again, he's got the bye run, automatic run to the final. Going to be running Kristen Fogg here in a little bit for the final in the bracket race. As you can see, the scoreboard did not change. Carneal went 4:77 with the 0 on a 4:77. And he was 0.95 on the tree. So this is going to be a very tough final. This ought to be a good race. So we'll be looking forward to Mr. Carneal and Kristen Fogg running the final here in a little bit.
This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
All right, we got somebody making a test pass here. I don't know if he's getting in the Gamblers race, but just making a test run. All right, we just got a couple trucks making some time runs here. I guess they're going to get in the Gamblers race here in a minute. Like I said, anybody looking to get in the Gamblers race, if you haven't made a pass, I'll let you do one. But we'll be calling that in a little bit. And I'll be calling the finals of the lanes in just a second. So we got Kristen Fogg and Thomas Carneal are our last remaining pair. Calling the finals in just a second for that. And then shortly after the finals, we'll get the Gamblers race over there shortly after. Just hold tight.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
All right, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Memorial Day weekend, like I've talked about before. Also, Dixon's Automotive Repair. Thank y'all. Thank you, Jeremy Dixon, for doing the live broadcast today. Like I said, we've been on YouTube. Hopefully the people at home have been enjoying it. And hopefully y'all maybe have looked at it today while y'all are here as well. And also Dart Towing. Jeremy Dixon got that as well. So thank y'all for doing the live broadcast. So we are down to 2 trucks. We got Kristen Fogg and Thomas Carneal. We'll see who wins the race today. And I need them in the staging lane. So the last 2 remaining trucks, y'all come on down to the staging lanes, please. We'll run the final here in a second. And then we'll call for the Gamblers race shortly after that. So I need my last 2 trucks. And the YouTube channel, y'all go looking for it if you want to look at it later or whatever. It's Pixel Hunters. Pixel Hunters YouTube channel. Go check that out. Check out our broadcast today. It ought to be pretty entertaining to go back and look at it. So anyway, last 2 trucks coming at you. We're going to have one more pair. Final round coming at you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I know all of y'all, I'm looking over on the hill over there. Y'all are pretty excited for this final. Let's see what happens here. Kristen Fogg coming out of in the left lane. She is dialed a 602. Thomas Carneal in the right lane, 477. Now, Thomas was 477 on his last pass, so we know the truck is dialed in. And then Kristen, she's been dialed in with the reaction times all night long. This ought to be a very good final. I know we're all on our edge of the seat watching. 2 trucks remaining. Here we go. Both reactions are almost equal. No! God! That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Kristen Fogg goes 606 on a 602. She was 031 on the tree. Carneal was 489 on a 477. He was 039 on the tree. So both reaction times were in the 030s. Kristen's truck just ran closer to the number. Kristen Fogg, congratulations, winner of the bracket class this evening.
All right, Herman, you know the drill.
Mr. Herman Fogg, when you get a chance to speak to your lovely wife, send her down to get some pictures taken. I know y'all are all coming. So we need Kristen Fogg, Thomas Carneal to the winner's circle, and also we need Will Thomas. Will Thomas, bring your truck to the winner's circle as well. We need to get some pictures taken. Thank y'all. All right, everybody. We got 3 trucks down here. Got to get some pictures taken, some people to talk to. First truck pulling up, Mr. Thomas Carneal, runner-up in the bracket class this evening. Drove it over here with no steering wheel on it. He was in the quick 8 earlier and got beat. Bought back, got in the bracket class, and look here, runner-up in the runner-up. So just because you lose, you can always buy back and come on. But Mr. Thomas Carneal, runner-up in the bracket class this evening. I don't know how to. Basically, if you're going to lose to somebody, I think that's the right one to lose to. So it doesn't feel bad at all. Mr. Carneal, all the job is. Thank you. Anybody want to thank? Whose truck is this?
Kevin Mundy's, my son. And did a good job. It ran the numbers pretty good. The driver did.
I think the driver was doing a good job. In the semis, you were 477 with a 0 on a 77. So y'all had the truck dialed in this evening. But like I said, if you're going to lose to somebody in the final, I can't think of anybody that would be any better to she got her first win. So it's pretty special. So I guess it's kind of a, whatever, but she did pretty good. But Mr. Carneal, runner-up in the bracket class this evening. Nice job, sir.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm sure we'll be seeing you again down here. We got a gamblers race here in a little bit. You need somebody to drive this thing here in a minute, don't you? Y'all just sit over there and watch. I'll drive it.
Come on.
All right, Mr. Carneal, runner-up in the bracket class. He's always one of our tough guys down here, really tough driver. Congratulations to Mr. Carneal. Mr. Will Thomas, bring that truck on over here. All right, sir. Here's a good example of what we were talking about earlier last year when we talked about this quick 8. You win the quick 8, you go to the pay window. Get in the big race, go to the pay window again. So you got money twice a day. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Worked out pretty good to just come up here and test tonight is all we planned on doing, so it ended up pretty good.
Yeah, Mr. Daniel Clark over there, Mr. Super Tuner over there, y'all just came to test and you're leaving out here with some money. No, that ain't bad at all.
It's not. I'm glad I brought him with me tonight, for sure.
All right, well, when the first test runs and stuff, I seen you, this thing didn't look right. Didn't look like it was leaving right, looks like you're having problems, and all of a sudden, you barely squeezed into the quick 8 on your last pass. I was watching that. And then after that, it got faster, faster, and faster. So what were y'all doing over there with that keyboard? I know Mr. Clark was typing on that keyboard over there.
Mr. Clark was typing on it, but don't let me wire anything. We figured out that was the problem and fixed it, and she came to life then.
I can understand that. I can relate to that too. So, good job. All right, Mr. Will Thomas, winner of the Quick 8 earlier this evening, and also got down the 3 trucks in the bracket race. So you get to go to the pay window twice. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Always have a good time up here at Newtown.
That's right. Y'all did a good job. You and Mr. Clark. Good job, y'all. Congratulations. All right, here we go. I knew I was going to be doing this interview sometime soon because the way I've been watching her drive, I knew this was going to happen. She got some very good help. I know that. Here we go. Anyway, here we go. Mrs. Kristen Fogg, winner of the bracket race. I don't even know what to say. I apologize to everybody up there as I've been hollering and screaming in the tower because I've been rooting for her, and I know I'm not supposed to sound biased, but I don't really care. So congratulations, Mrs. Kristen Fogg, winning her very first bracket race down here at Newtown. Truck ran great. Reaction times were crazy. I was watching that all night long. Who would you like to thank? Anybody you want to talk about? I don't even know what to say right now. I'm speechless.
I'm pretty speechless too. So my husband, of course. So needless to say, I've been watching him for a while. And thanks to Brian for dialing the truck in tonight and my cheering section.
You had a very large cheering section. I was one of them. So again, who cares? But anyway, congratulations, Mrs. Kristen Fogg, for winning the bracket race this evening. Gamblers race? Get into Gamblers? No! What the heck? Let Brian drive. All right. Anyway, I don't even know what to say. Congratulations, Mrs. Kristen Fogg, for winning the bracket race this evening. I'm sure this is not going to be her last one. Good job. Hey, Randy, what was that? Hey, Randy, have you found a transfer case? I heard there's a transfer case for sale on Facebook. You looking for one? Need to put a Ford transfer case in that truck, Randy. It wouldn't have broke like that. All right, I'll take Gamblers Race. Gamblers Race, y'all bring the trucks to the lanes. Gamblers Race, y'all bring the trucks over to the lanes, please.
This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
David Fontaine, you're needed up in the tower. You have a job to do.
All right, here we go. Gambler's race coming at you. First round of Gambler's race. Randall Burchett, right lane, dialed to 660. Francis Thomas in the left lane in the Jeep, dialed to 550. Francis Thomas takes the win, 553 on a 550 dial. Randall Burchett, 675. Thomas takes the win. All right, Nelson Lane in the red Dodge, left side. Dial to 640. New entry, don't have the name on my computer screen here. Dial to 7 flat. Oh, right side takes the win. 715 on a 7 flat dial. Nelson in the left lane broke out. He was 630 on a 640 dial. All right, Daniel Allen in the right lane, dialed a 485. Left lane is dialed a 687. All right, Daniel Allen takes the win. As you can see, he clearly cleaned off the gas way before. It goes for 525 on a 485. Allen going on the second round in the Gambler's race. All right, Michael Smith in the left lane, dialed a 533. Brian Longus, the Dodge in the right side, dialed a 609. Oh, Michael Smith takes the win. He goes 534 on a 533. Longest broke out 605 on a 609. Longest went a little too fast. Michael Smith moving on to second round. All right, Bubba Peel pulling up in the left lane, dialed a 538. Victoria Bailey in the right lane, dialed a 580. All right, Peel takes the win, 555 on a 538. Bailey was 645 on a 580. Something went wrong there for Bailey. Peel moving on. All right, Jacob Love in the left lane, dialed a 747 in a Jeep. Ashton Cecil in the right lane, dialed a 645. All right, Jacob Love takes the win. He goes 749 on a 47. Right lane breaks out. Ashton Cecil goes 643 on a 45. Goes too fast. We'll see the Jeep in the second round. Oh, look at this pair. Herman Fogg in the right lane. And I'm going to be honest, I can't tell. I don't know who's driving the truck. It might be Brian in there. I have no idea. Herman Fogg, dialed a 511. Another Fogg in the left, dialed a 602. Oh, this race should be over. Left lane for the win. Yep, that's right. That truck is just really good at cutting lights, it looks like. 60, wow. 602 with the 0 on a 602 with the no 13 light. I mean, that is a pretty tough package right there. I'm sure these two weren't trying to line up beside each other unless they did on purpose. Who knows? Lewis Bailey in the left, dialed a 540. His son Eric in the right lane, dialed a 610. Oh, double breakout. Lewis takes the win. He was 534 on a 40 dial. Eric in the right lane was 603 on a 610. Double breakout. Lewis Bailey moving on to second round. And Michael Shenaberry, he had the bye run. Well, he has the bye run this round. He's dialed a 580, and he'll get an automatic trip to second round.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
All right, here we go. Second round action in the gamblers race. Truck 007 in the right lane, dialed a 7 flat. Francis Thomas in the left lane, dialed a 547. All right, Francis Thomas takes the win. He was 578 on a 547. He was 071 on the tree. Thomas moving on to third round. Michael Shinneberry pulling up in the right lane, dialed a 570. Bubba Peel in the left, dialed a 538. All right, Bubba Peel takes the win, 540 on a 538 dial. He was 076 on the tree. Shinneberry was 575 on a 70. Peel moving on to third round. All right, Jacob Love in the left, out of 747. Lewis Bailey in the right lane, out of 530. Lewis Bailey taking the win. Jacob was red on the tree on the left side. Bailey goes 539 on a 530. Moving on to the next round. Brian Fogg is driving Kristen's truck. And due to reaction time last round, he has got a bye. So he's got an automatic win to the next round. He is down to 602. And the truck goes to 602 with the 5. 015 on the tree. Brian keeps that up. He's going to be tough to beat. Moving on to the next round. All right, here we go. Gamblers race action. We're down to 5 trucks. Francis Thomas, left lane, out of 550. Lewis Bailey in the right lane, out of 535. Francis Thomas with the win. He was 558 on a 550 dial. He was 058 on the tree. Lewis Bailey goes 544 on a 535. All right, Bubba Peel pulling up in the left lane out of 538. Brian Fogg driving Kristen's truck in the right lane out of 601. Bubba goes red. He was 004 red on the left side, unfortunately. Brian taking the win. He was 606 on a 601 dial. Dandridge Allen pulling up. He is our bye run for this round. Automatic win to the next round. He's down to 485. Allen goes 484 at 68 miles an hour, 030 on the tree. Automatic win to the next round. All right, here we go, y'all. 3 trucks left. Francis Thomas has to bye. He's sitting over in the staging lane. So the winner of this pair here will go meet Francis Thomas in the final for the Gamblers race. Dandridge Allen in the right lane, dialed 483. Brian Fogg, left lane, dialed 602. Brian takes the win, goes 607 on a 602 dial. Allen went 486 on a 483. Brian was 017 on the tree. You've got Thomas in the right lane. There we go. Thomas in the right lane, dialed up 550. Automatic trip to meet Brian Fogg in the final. Thomas goes 554 on a 50 dial. He was 070 on the tree. So it's going to be Francis Thomas and Brian Fogg in the final for the Gamblers race. One more pair left this evening.
One more time, I think. That's what they said. You ready to get one more time? I do. Yeah, hit it one more time.
All right, here we go, y'all. Gamblers Race Final. Last pair of the evening. 2 trucks left. One of these trucks has already made it to the winner's circle this evening. Let's see if they can go again. Brian Fogg, left lane, dialed 602. Francis Thomas in the nitrous-assisted Jeep Cherokee in the right lane, dialed a 550. This should be Thomas's race. Yes. 556 on a 550. Francis was 037 on the tree. Brian went 609 on a 602. He was 114 on the tree. So reaction time for Francis won that race. Congratulations to the winners this evening. Congratulations to Kristen Fogg for earlier in the evening winning her first bracket race. Nice job to everybody tonight.
That's it, guys. Another one in the books.
You do it. You do it. All right.
So you're down here in the winner's circle again. Does this ever get old? David said he was too tired, so I get to do the questions now. Anybody you want to say hi to or thank or any of that?
No, not right offhand. Oh yeah. I want to thank Cody, my son, for lending me the paddles tonight.
Were they off of his Jeep?
Yes, they were off the Comanche. Mine were all chopped up. Mine the paddles started breaking off, so he lent me these to run.
So your winnings are going to go to new wheels, new tires?
Tires, yeah.
Where has Cody been?
Cody's got a woman.
Well, that will do it, won't it?
That's it.
Well, congratulations. It's always good to see you down here.
Thank you.
Hey guys, one more time before y'all go out, thank you to PixelHunters for doing the live stream and all the video. Make sure you go on YouTube, subscribe, watch the video. It's a different angle for you. Thanks Dixon Automotive for sponsoring the live stream, because that's definitely not cheap, and people enjoy it. Make sure you share it so that your friends see it and we can get those views going up on that. And we will see y'all next time.
I noticed it. It's a Friday night.